Hi, my name is Don Gale Ko. I am a faculty researcher in the OBAI's department. I am the principal investigator in the Ko Lab. It's actually the first and only faculty research lab in the Lindner College of Business. The Ko Lab officially launched in spring 2023 to conduct interdisciplinary research at the intersection of information technology, health informatics, medical sciences, behavioral sciences, and management. The lab's goal is to advance our scientific knowledge to treat the whole person by examining medical and social care factors and leveraging data sciences and health information technologies that lead to improved health outcomes, efficient clinical practices, and innovative solutions. Let me start by saying that it was not easy. You can imagine trying to set a precedence in a culture where faculty research labs do not exist, let alone healthcare research. However, thanks to the support of our Associate Dean, Suzanne Masterson, the Ko Lab became a reality. Now, I have carried out and always been a strong proponent of interdisciplinary research. I seek to examine relevant phenomena at the intersection of multiple disciplines. All scholars know how difficult it is to conduct research that cuts across more than one discipline. For many, the familiar approach is to work on a one-off project where data is gathered, a journal publication or two is targeted, and then the process repeats. One of the challenges is the absence of a theme that many can coalesce around sustainably. From researchers' perspectives, they must design and develop new research projects, almost as if they are starting a new project each time. From an institutional perspective, and in our case, the Lindner College of Business and UC, we forego an opportunity to create a brand around an identity. Now, faculty research labs are best practices in the colleges of medicine, engineering, and sciences. Common to all, they fuel a stream of research. So similarly, I wanted a faculty research lab that could serve as a vehicle for developing a stream of interdisciplinary research around healthcare. Research in healthcare leverages the strength of our university that can make a positive and impactful difference in our community and society. So faculty research labs can serve many purposes. I focus on scientific discovery, student learning, and teaching. Our scientific advancements range from the impact of accelerated digitization on patients' racial digital divide to machine learning algorithms to predict the likelihood of patients with diabetes developing cardiovascular disease due to lifestyle behaviors, to redefining billing models arising from telehealth services. One of our earlier scientific advancements from the lab used the COVID-19 pandemic as a natural experiment. We provided empirical evidence that accelerated digitization has shrunk the racial digital divide in telehealth, and the trend is mostly driven using mobile devices. This appears in the Journal of Medical Internet Research. The one that I am most excited about today relates to secure messaging telehealth services. Now, secure messaging is a patient portal feature designed for communicating non-urgent medical advice messages. Think of it as email threads. Secure messaging recently started to charge for its services. Now, billing is based on cumulative time, or the time it takes providers to review, research, and respond. Now, the dilemma is this train that's coming straight ahead is called generative artificial intelligence. It promises to significantly reduce cumulative time, and I've seen a working prototype. So what happens to the billing process that is largely regulated by the government and involves patients, medical centers, and payers? So to address this, I collaborate with medical researchers and administrators from the College of Medicine and UC Health. As you can see, this has implications for financial management, patient care management, clinical practices, and policy changes. We're in the process of wrapping up this project. First, our Master of Information Systems and Business Analytics programs. I tell my students to think of the university as a place to explore and learn. I also tell them that it is a big laboratory where they can make mistakes and be forgiven, unlike the real world. Research labs can provide students with valuable research experiences. Now, this is particularly important as the approach aligns with UC's Graduate College's mission to champion a student-centered education and opportunity. There are students from the CoLab who have journal publications and presented at international business conferences. Closer to home, the CoLab helps students develop critical thinking, problem solving, and collaborative learning skills. They analyze real-world health data, allowing them to complement their academic and professional goals. By nurturing their existing skills and learning new marketable skills, they have done exceptionally well during recruitment. Beyond their student status, I have sponsored a student through the OPT program who has since secured a full-time position. I am in the process of sponsoring a second student through the OPT program. The CoLab makes it possible to support student learning and, more importantly, their lives. Of course, it's also a way for me to support our program, the department, our college, and UC. As for the PhD program, I am hopeful that students interested in healthcare will join our program and participate in my lab. I have the ability and data to support their interests that can carry them beyond their doctoral training. I believe I have been successful with master's students. I believe much more can be accomplished with doctoral students whose focus is on research. So we'll see. While the primary goal of the lab is research and student learning, I've incorporated healthcare, machine learning, natural language processing, and artificial intelligence into teaching. I piloted a session where students were very receptive. I'm now looking to integrate them more seamlessly into my teaching. CoLab is 1 year old. I enjoy the activities taking place in the lab and working with students as well as collaborators from other campuses and universities. However, it is not without challenges. I would say the biggest challenge typically comes down to resources. And by resources, I mean finding collaborators who have an interest in healthcare research, assembling a project team with appropriate skills from statistical modeling to large language modeling, and 3, the funds to hire graduate students. Among the 3, I would say the third one, the funds, presents the greatest barrier. Working with medical collaborators, lack of funds makes it challenging to make meaningful progress. For example, it takes funds to hold a focus group session with patients or conduct a pilot test at a clinic. Also, students do not respond well to volunteer work. Now, I've been awarded a few research grants from UC and Lindner that have enabled me to make progress. Otherwise, it's just me. I hope to secure external funding, or perhaps people watching this clip will find it meaningful to support my cause by giving or gifting, and by extension, support our graduate assistants, as well as healthcare management research. More information can be found on the CoLab website.